So this serialization, okay, there are two types of serialization basically. One is called as Java serialization. Java serialization. Next, cryo serialization. Cryo serialization. Okay, this is the one. This is one serialization technique. This is another serialization technique. The basic technique, the basic technique of Java and Scala, inbuilt serialization technique, that is called as Java serialization. Scala does not have its own serialization. Java Scala is built by Java only. So internally Scala also uses Java serialization technique. For doing this, what is the name of the serialization? Is the serialization technique is Java serialization. That is used for Java objects as well as for Scala objects. But Spark has introduced a new serialization technique for its objects mainly. That is RDD, data frame, and datasets, not datasets, only from data frame and RDD. That is called as cryo serialization. This is faster and efficient serialization technique compared to Java serialization. Okay, this is introduced by Spark. That is Spark developers introduced this serialization technique mainly for data frames and RDD. Cryo serialization. What do you mean by faster and efficient? Faster in the sense conversion into serialization and reconstruction from serialization to JVM object. The time taken will be less compared to Java serialization, and that too efficient, very efficient. That is, it may save less space. So these are two reasons, and based on which we can go with cryo serialization. Okay, Java serialization and cryo serialization. Now, in addition to this, they have introduced one more serialization technique, that is called as encoders. One more serialization technique, that is called as encoders. This is specifically available only for datasets. The serialization technique is used by only datasets, not the data frames or data RDDs. So RDDs can use, now in this case, data frames and RDDs. We can make them to use either Java serialization, or we can make them to use cryo serialization. But datasets can use only encoder. Datasets use only encoders. That's it. Only encoders. Java Cryo and encoders. This is what the main difference between data frame, dataset, and RDDs with respect to serialization. So out of all this, when we go with the data frame and RDD, which serialization will be used by default is Java is used by default. But still, if you want to improve the performance, we can change Java serialization to cryo serialization. And if you use datasets internally, we need not to enable anything for this dataset. Internally, encoders will be created. That is, encoders serialization technique will be will be used automatically. Okay, so compared to Java, cryoserialization is performs better, and compared to cryoserialization, encoders perform still better than cryoserialization. Okay, this is the advantage we have with these encoders. So the Spark developers did not reveal how it is going to work internally, but they gave a statement that encoders will perform very much better than cryoserialization and Java serialization techniques. So this is available only for datasets. So when we try to create a dataset, out of a data frame or already whatever it may be, so the creation of a dataset is automatically creates encoders for it. Creation of dataset creates automatically encoders for it. If encoders are not able to be created, then dataset will not be created at all. Okay, dataset will not be created at all. Encoders automatically. That happens with the dataset. This clear? Java serialization, cryo serialization, and encoders. Encoders only for dataset. Java serialization only for Java cryo serialization for RDD as well as data frame. Okay, so we cannot use data what you call as cryo serialization or Java serialization for datasets. We can't use, and that too we cannot use data frame RDD to use encoders. No, only that is available only for datasets. This is the main reason why we need to go with datasets. That is, it improves the performance. It improves the performance of the application execution, because as the encoding and sorry serialization and deserialization are more faster and efficient than Cryo and Java. Obviously, this is going to increase the performance of the application. That is the reason it is recommended to go with the datasets. Even though we are able to work with data frame already, programmatically. Programmatically, now datasets are supporting SQL and non-SQL operations. Whatever data frame are already used to support, those two programming features are now supported on datasets. And at the same time, internally also, it is going to save the space by using these encoders with faster and efficient serialization techniques. Is it clear? Ima, any questions in this, please? What is the proof that encoders will be created for this? I will try to show. Spark hyphen shell. So in which mode this application is starting? Local or cluster? Local only. Okay. Local with how many cores and how much memory?
One core and one memory, 1 GB.
Not one core, all the cores. You can see here local of star, all the cores. Okay. All the cores and 1 GB memory. This it has started now. Well, let's try to create one data frame first. Df equal to SQL context dot read dot format of JSON dot load. In HDFS we have that file localhost colon. I think we don't have HDFS, local file system only. File colon triple slash home Cloudera JSON file. Okay. Var ds equal to df dot as of mm, string, sorry. Okay, let us try the string comma a string. Can you see something here, here? Implicit Spark SQL dot encoders. Can you see something here? Encoder. It is not able to create encoders for it. So with this approach, it is not able to create encoders for it. Encoder. The internally it has to create encoders. Then only the serialization technique will be properly used for this data set. So how do we use it here now? We try to create a first case class. With that, we try to provide as of case class. Then only case what you call as encoders will be created. You can observe here. This is a proof that internally datasets use encoders. So I just give wrongly here. Then it will show the error. What is not able to do, what the Spark is not able to do, that will be shown here. That is, Intel is not able to create the encoders for this data set. That is the reason it is not able to get created. Got it? So for this, what we do? So we have to use age colon string. Sorry, it is long, and name is string. We have given string here, we may give long here, we may say like that, but even it won't work here. Okay, so we cannot pass for this as of, it must be a type, it must be a single type only, it cannot be multiple types like that. If we have multiple fields, then compulsory go with case class and try to give it as a parameter here as of c1. Now it is going to work. So this is going to create internally encoders for this data set. Got it? Just clear? This is the proof for it. Whether datasets use encoders or not, just this is the proof for it. Got it?